Welcome back, everybody, to episode 10 of HutHeads. I am one of your hosts who can finally talk this time. WabbaPlays, alongside me, the one and only BigCountry7914. How you doing tonight?
Doing very well. Yourself?
Good. I heard you just came from a huge squad battle win.
Huge overtime squad battle win because I put the control down once I got my 5 goals and the computer came back to tie it.
Locked up that semi-pro rank.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still out here playing our squad battles.
You got it for the free packs, even though
got to get those free packs.
They're fine.
I mean, whatever you can get out of them, you can get out of them, you know?
Exactly. So we are back. We are a lot to talk about. I don't think we recorded last week.
We did not.
Good. I was recovering.
Yes.
Still.
Wabba was on the IR.
I was just reactivated.
I'm still getting readjusted to this cold.
I know, right? Coming back from the honeymoon.
I know. I kind of still got my tan.
Don't let go of it. There's
Hold
no
on.
sun.
Hold on forever. I know, no sun. I don't think I've seen the sun since I've gone back.
I don't, but that's by choice. I don't want to go outside. But there's been a lot going on that we have to talk about. So the first one, I believe, is, have we even talked about the young stars?
We have not. We have not
Good.
talked about the young stars.
So let's start there. Tell us a little bit about this young stars.
So the latest event is called Young Stars. I'm pulling it up right now. So you get why are they they're not even showing them on my screen? Oh well, it was what, Pedersen. It was Charlie McAvoy.
Yep.
Mackenzie Blackwood. I forget who the other two were.
So you have Pedersen, you have McAvoy, you've got Blackwood, you've got, I'm gonna butcher his name, Kota Kanemi. I don't know, some Montreal player. And not some Montreal player, he's good. And then this is some player. Moritz Seider. Good old Deutschland.
Yeah. Which I'm hearing a lot of people are a fan of.
Okay, this is actually the first time I've looked at this card because I was like, this player is 99 acceleration, 98 agility, 99 balance, 99 endurance, 99 speed. This boy is a 6'4", 198 right defender. We don't sleep on this guy. Holy crap.
Yeah. For
That's
sure.
actually really good stats. And I was like, just poo-pooing him. But what do you think about these players? Have you had a chance to use them? Who'd you take in that loan pack?
So I did a justice for the HutHead community for all of NHL, and I took Mackenzie Blackwood.
But that is shocking. I thought you were going to say Charlie.
No, I took Mackenzie Blackwood because as you guys know, from day 1 to episode 10, I have been on this theory of goaltending. And goaltenders do not matter in this game whatsoever. Whether you have a 91 or an 81, goaltenders do not matter. I know, like, last year in NHL 19, you were, like, if they were tall and they had, like, low aggressive, you were golden. Goaltenders in NHL 20 do not matter. Whether it's the same goals that Blackwood was letting in was the same exact goals that my 82 Bishop was letting in the week before. So goaltending does not matter. Yeah, so I said it. I bit the bullet.
Even this goalie who's 91 with 74 aggression, who's 6'4", 224, still letting in the easy ones.
Yeah. So don't even bother going for Mackenzie Blackwood.
So you heard it here first. Mackenzie Blackwood is trash.
Yeah. You're better off going and get an 82 Ben Bishop or Devin Dubnyk or the 83 John Gibson.
There you go.
Should even give me Andy Moog from last year.
Don't do that. Let's not go that far. So I haven't taken the loan yet, but who I'm gonna get is Pedersen.
Yeah. So Pedersen and Seider, those are the two, which is the biggest buzz on.
I agree. Now Pedersen's got SP synergy. He's also got M, which is good for, I think, stick checking or something and face-offs.
Yeah.
But he's got like 98 acceleration, really like low 90 shot. Pretty good. So he's he looks good, and even McAvoy, like, he's a little slower. His shot's not as good. I still want him on the team. It's a cool looking card, but I think Pedersen is the clear winner. But just because he's a forward.
I'm looking at the events right now. Honestly, a card that I think would probably stand out. Actually, two of them. That Cody Glass, the 90, and that Victor Olofsson. Those two cards might be sneaky good.
A lot of good. Heard a lot of good things about Olofsson.
I mean, that kid in the NHL right now has an absolute just cannon of a shot. He is just scoring on command right now.
I like how they're using obviously these young players, but also players who aren't in the NHL.
Right, you got this.
It's a cool way to get people to care about them.
Bowen Byram, who's on the Giants. Kirby Dach, who just got drafted by the Blackhawks. Who else we got?
Now I got what's his name? Oh, I'm gonna say it wrong. Jesse Puljujavari. I think I crushed it. He's awesome. He's really fast. He's on my fourth line. He's untradeable, which sucks. But he's been really, really good for me. Just 98 right wing, just easy in my rivals pack. So he's been really good. But I honestly don't think you can go wrong with any of these. The lowest one, who's 83.
Yeah.
His speed is still 97.
Yeah. Tim Wogamuth?
Unless you get Jordan Greenway, who is 89 speed, and that's legitimately not a good card. But
yeah,
I think the rest of them are actually good. And I got Ethan Bear, who I like his name because it's like a Bruin. But he's been pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, all these young stars, the one thing they all do have in common is they got a lot of speed on them. I haven't really gone through to look player by player. I don't know if if they have size on them or whatnot, but for the most part, they all got some wheels on them.
Yep.
But I mean, this Cody Glass card, I mean, I might want to go for him if anything. 6'2", 98 speed.
I really, really like this one. And there's a pack I got last week. The Rivals packs, which we'll definitely talk about in a second.
Yes.
But I got 3 young stars in that pack.
Wow.
I didn't get a master one.
That's impressive.
But I got 3, and I'm using all of them. Just because how fast they are. And then they both have 2 synergies. Most of them have that WK, I think. Maybe all of them do. So 2 of WK, and it's what is that? That's workhorse. So +2 to speed, balance, endurance, and durability. So it's now they're even faster.
Right.
So it's really, really, I don't know. It's really nice. And these aren't players I really know. Not gonna lie. I don't know who Tim Wogmuth is for the I don't even know team Ingoslad. But I get to use them on my team, and now it's a great way to introduce different players.
Yeah, different leagues too. Kind of open people up to different leagues that they might not even know too much about.
Exactly. Now, what are some new cards that you've added to your team since we last talked?
So I pulled the primetime 89 Leon Draisaitl.
That's a good one.
It's a very
What's his face off?
It's like a 90 something.
Finally,
I think. I'm gonna pull him up right now.
His 85 got boned with face-offs. I used him on the wing.
I think it might be like a 93. I got him on the wing right now. I got him on the line with Lemieux and Howe.
You could use him. You could use him as a center with low 90.
His face-offs at 88.
Oh,
so. But I mean, he was for that, which we'll jump into a little bit later. The new comp season, I had him as my starting center.
Nice.
So he was my 1C for that comp season. But yeah, just Draisaitl. Oh, and I got the 88 Team of the Week Panarin.
Now, did you get these from your rival packs?
I believe so. I think so. I got them from one. My thing I've been doing, I've been saving all my packs and just opening them all up on Friday. So it was a mix of the squad battles, the rivals, I think I still had some left over from comp season the week before.
Here we go.
So just kind of saved them all, seeing what the end of the week new content is for the week, and just hopefully pull out of a batch of everything.
Good call.
So
now I know we talked about it a little bit, but so rivals. Since we last talked, I don't think the rivals rewards were out. So we kind of everyone has a better understanding of it. But just so rivals, you get put in a division, and based on that division, you earn points whether you win or lose. Obviously, you get more points for winning.
Yeah.
And that puts you in a certain category: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. And the higher division you are, the better rewards you can get. I actually just got into Division 2 right before this.
Ooh, look at you.
I know, right? I placed in 3 and I just got back to 2. And diamond, it's easy to get to because all you have to do is just play.
Right.
Like, as long as you play, you can get to, I would say, platinum. And platinum's got some pretty good ones, but you can also get to diamond. And diamond, it's an ultimate pack and an NHL player pack, which is the NHL player, or no, the ultimate pack, I think, is everybody is a gold player, and the NHL players, everybody's over 80.
Yeah. So I think. So what is it? The platinum is the top one, right?
Diamond is.
Diamond. So I think it's guaranteed. I think you're guaranteed, if you do the untradeable, you're guaranteed to get 40 cards.
Yep.
Or 30 cards. 30 cards of an 80 overall or higher.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's ridiculous. Or you can go be a chump and go for the coins.
Or you could do that too. I mean, honestly, it all depends on really what you're looking for. Because like we were talking right before we started recording, that you just went and built the Mario Lemieux.
Yup.
And I'm in the process of building the Wayne Gretzky because I already have the Lemieux. We were kind of switched. You started with the Gretzky, now getting the Lemieux. I started with the Lemieux, now getting the Gretzky. So we're both on the same page of have both Lemieux and Gretzky in your team.
Yep.
So we were talking before, and I was like, do I want to do a young gun player, like build one of those sets, or do I want to do the Gretzky? And obviously decide I'm going to do the Gretzky. So you can even get those untradables, and you can use those cards to put into the icon sets. So I mean, because I know some people like they kind of steer away from the untradables because they're like, oh, these are just gonna sit there. I'm not gonna be able to do anything with them. But now you have more chances of like actually be able to. You have more like resources to do, where you could put the 50 cards in for an icon collectible, or you could take those 50 cards and put them in a gold collectible and put them towards an upcoming event, because obviously the gold collectibles are huge for these upcoming event and whatnot.
Yep.
So
that's kind of like I'm torn. Like last week I went with untradeable because my team was a little weak. Like I was still using 83 and 84 because I haven't done like the trade-ins. I haven't done icons. I've been saving them up.
Right.
I had 18 milestones or like objectives to like go because I didn't want to use the loans and I was waiting on them. And like you said, I just got Lemieux. I only had to buy 3. The rest I got from the milestones.
Right.
And whatever. So I went with the untradeable, and I opened up. I got Crosby, another one. So I got to sell my tradable one.
Yeah.
I got a base McDavid, which I know he's only an 87, but that's good. I got Marner and Crosby in the same pack, which was cool. I got those 3 young gun players who I just threw them all in my lineup. And who else did I get? I forget one, but I think 2 weeks ago I got Tom Wilson before the heavy hitters, just out of an untradeable pack. So maybe it was one of these.
Right.
Just nuts. So now like all the plans I had is like gone. I was like, okay, now I don't need Guy Lafleur. Let me like, I can sell my Ronick, like all this like weird stuff. But now I'm like, okay, do I go for the untradeable and maybe get a good player that I don't need that I could sell? Or do I just go for the volume and use them for gold sets like you said? Because Icon, I wouldn't do that. Icons are cheaper, easier to buy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm stuck at.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, and I know the icons are definitely a lot cheaper than the golds. I know we're getting like a new event Friday, right? It's probably gonna be like a Thanksgiving event, like we saw last year. I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Well, I know for like so for golds, like when I was looking at them, like, oh, maybe I'll just trade them in. Like, or for icons, I think I did one for an icon, but like So golds sell for like 60,000. Icons can be like 40, and you can also I saw them go because I was looking at them all like one for 10,000. Like
Yeah,
because people start them at 50.
If you work the market, you could definitely get them. And also,
So,
you could take the your daily rewards and put them either towards an icon or a gold collectible too.
Oh, absolutely the gold. Like I wouldn't do icon, but I just it's one of those things where I I've almost I had almost 1 million coins and I spent it on that. I'm leaning towards the untradeable again. Like
yeah, I think
I feel like you have to.
Yeah, you probably go for the untradeable,
and especially if you hit diamond.
Yeah, I don't see. There's the one thing I don't like is it doesn't allow you to see where you finished the season prior.
Yeah,
because the last week's is done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we're on to the new week now, which is like it's what Wednesday to Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah.
So, which I kind of like because you're like are able to play through the weekend if you don't have enough points accumulated to do the hot champs for the weekend.
Yep.
Which is another thing too, which is nice, is if you don't qualify for the hot champs, you can carry those points over to the next week.
And you can save those cards.
Yep.
Because I have 500 and 375 just in my inbox. Just wait to see what I need, and I'm at like 1,300 now. Right. So I might not even need that much.
So I think I need like 100 points to make it. I need 81 points to make hot champs this week. So literally like a loss or a win, and I'm in. I just gotta play one game and I'll get hot champs. So like exactly. I had a lot going on last week. I wasn't able to qualify for hot champs, or even I wasn't even gonna be able to play my games over the weekend. It's just how busy I was. So I was like, you know what, hopefully save it and it'll carry over, which it does. And I have more time this weekend now. I'll be able to get on my hot champs games in. So
now I'm gonna say something that might be considered a hot take about hot champs.
Okay.
The rewards suck.
Agreed.
So I ranked last week 675. Again, I know that's not great. Like whatever.
Top 1,000.
I mean, yeah, like top 1,000. Like I went 10, 9, and 1, which is 50%. I got a whopping premium pack and like 2 base packs, and I got an 82 was the best. It's almost not worth it. And well, the 500 hut champs points, so I can do the same thing over again. Oh, and a premium player pack. So I got premium player, 2 premium, and base pack. So I got 4 packs for that. Rivals is way better. It's like every single thing they introduce is better than the last.
Yeah.
So champs is now worse than squad battles. Rivals is now better than squad battles. Comp season is actually, well, I think that's between squad battles and rivals. So it's like is champs even worth playing? Like if you make top 500, you get 2 premium player packs and 3 premium packs. That's literally not worth it.
So would this be an unpopular opinion? Is Hut Champs the new online seasons?
It might be. Because I'm looking at it. If you have to make top 300 to get an NHL player pack. And if it's actually it's not worth it. So I don't know. I hope they make the rewards better or at least more competitive. And I'm not saying anybody who plays gets a pack, but when it was you get a what is that ultimate pack that year, everyone played.
Right.
Now nobody wants to. And honestly, it's harder to get in and the rewards suck. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to play Hut Champs anymore. But hopefully it's I don't know, hopefully they change the rewards up. Just because I feel like my rank 675. Is it great? No, but is it worth more than $15 in packs?
Yeah.
Yes. For that kind of time. But now, so I know we were talking about the comp season.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on that? The comp season is you cannot use any alumni player,
which I like. I like that. We talked about this on the last episode. It was they needed to do something new on the comp seasons. Well, first off, we thought they got rid of comp seasons altogether because we didn't see anything. But I'm glad that they had a new comp seasons and you could only use actual players. You couldn't use alumni players, which is good. So you're getting rid of the Gretzkys and the Lemieux and
as I just build one.
Right. But I mean, most comp seasons you're gonna play your 3 games and just see where you get ranked, and then maybe work to get a little higher if you're like on that like teetering point of like the next set of rewards. But I think even the rewards for the comp seasons are better than what the Hut Champs are.
They're great.
Pull it up right. Do you have it right in front of you? Or?
I do, just because I love this comp. Like, so I'm actually doing well, but I'll talk about that after the rewards. So let's say, okay, base pack, okay, for 5,000. Don't get below 5,000.
Yeah.
If you make above 5,000, you get this fruit punch pack, whatever it is. This pack is, I don't know how much it is in the store, but like, it's. I don't want to say it's like the best pack in the world, but like just for showing up, that's pretty good. And then you get 2 fruit punch packs for 2,000 to 2,500, and then if you get top 1,500, you get an NHL player pack. The market is going to crash when these rewards come out, because that is like the fact that you get an NHL one, and then if you get top 500, you get this lime pack, young stars for these pack names are. I like the Gatorade thing. I like the young stars.
I get what
the F is wrong with these names. Lemon lime pack, a fruit punch. Fruit punch is good, but like
there's so many better flavors of Gatorade than fruit punch and lime. Give me
is that the boat? Is this the hill you're gonna die on with NHL?
Yeah, right.
These Gatorade pack names.
Give me the Glacier Frost.
I just want the blue flavor.
Yes.
I don't even know what it's called.
I think there's 2 different blues. We actually we had a conversation, a heated debate about this at a Friendsgiving this past weekend.
Is what the best Gatorade is?
How they're known by their color, not their flavors.
Exactly. So, I mean, lemon lime. I mean, they don't taste like what the flavors are.
No, not at all. Red does not taste like fruit punch.
And can we also agree that red is better than lemon lime? Or are you one of those?
No, red is. Honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think lemon lime anything is the worst.
Yes, it tastes like trash.
It does.
So why is that the better reward?
Blue should be the best, and then red, and then white.
Blue should be the best. No one drinks the Gatorade.
I would drink the white over the yellow.
Oh my gosh, I'm signing off.
You tell me you would drink. You tell me you would drink the yellow piss before you would drink the white.
I feel like I wouldn't even subject myself to the lemon lime.
And look, this is what NHL's done to us. We're debating Gatorade colors.
This is what they want. They're tearing us apart. They want us to fight over these packs. But anyway, if you get these lemon lime packs, if you make top 500, now everybody in your chat is arguing about
white
Gatorade
and yellow
flavors.
the best ones. Those are probably the least best ones.
Oh my gosh, Deacom, I like you, but we disagree strongly about Gatorade. I'd rather drink Powerade before the white one. But yeah, so rank 500 and up. Let's say 4 to 500. Young Stars Lemon Lime Pack, Mega. He's pissed. Young Stars Fruit Punch Pack. It's tough to analyze what these packs mean. They must be better than the NHL player pack.
You would think so, right? But it's like. So, this is what I kind of wish they would do, is have like a pack probability chart in the season prizing.
I like that.
Like reward, like show summary, like show us what we could get potentially out of these cards.
He goes, I almost lost my Rivals game typing that he was mad about the Powerade comment. I agree, because then you have to go back but. So I love this comp season. I think it's great for whatever reason. I'm doing very well.
I want to see more on the same lines of this.
What are you ranked right now in it?
So I just played. I'm
about
games.
To flex.
I'm like 900.
Okay, so the other day I was like ranked 30.
Ooh, look at you!
I'm ranked 200 now because more people are playing.
Yeah.
I have 4 games left. I think I'm 10, 5, and 1.
Oh, and they actually even put a cap on the amount of games you can play. I did not.
Yeah, you can play 20, which is great. Because before I was like, I'll just play this all day.
Yeah, because people were just playing like unlimited games, and like you could have like a 21 and 47 and like 17 record, and you would be like top 100. It's like they have under 500 record, and they're like, so I like that.
Makes no
sense.
I
like that.
So right now, the top 100, you have to have 12 wins to make it. So I need to win 2 of these games to be considered. If I win 3, I'm in. Top 100, it's a young star player item choice pack.
Ooh.
That is like.
So that's what you're going for?
That is very appetizing. And 2 mega packs and a base pack. What? Okay.
So it looks like tomorrow I'm gonna be cranking out some comp season games to try to
These are good. These are good rewards.
Higher. Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. So I've played a few games where, like, I mean, obviously I've lost some, but like there are people who, like, I don't know what it is, but like they weren't ready for base cards or like non-alumni.
Yeah.
Their teams are weak. You can outskate them if you have fast players, or they just quit after 1 goal because they're like, "Oh God, I'm gonna just get demolished."
So the 2 games that I did play, both of them were rage quits. And by the end of the second period,
It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. I'm not complaining, but
so then the third game I had, I made it close. I think I only lost by 1 goal, but like for some reason my connection was all over the map on that one.
Oof.
You just want to, just you get one of those games where your connection is just so spotty. It's tough. So
I hear you. Deacon brought up a good point. Deacon in chat, where you can join and be part of the conversation at twitch.tv/BigCountry7914. Look out for Twitter because we don't have a set schedule. I don't know if you guys care about this, but it pisses me off not being able to see my record in Rivals. Yep. Also, you can't play. Okay, I don't know about the first one. You can see your record. I'm like looking at it, like you can see my screen. It's where the standings is, but it says you can't see who plays you. That's an issue I have. I like being able to see.
You can't see who your latest matchups were.
Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, and I think they need to change that. So I agree with you. Good one, Deacon, because that's definitely something I agree with.
I'm actually gonna.
So yeah, you gotta get on that. You gotta play those games because those are very, very good rewards in this. The last thing that I had on my list.
I think you can. So it's not just specifically for Rivals, but if you go into your stats and then recent games, it will show you your last games. And my last 3 games, actually no, those were the comp season games. Never mind.
Passive Beer hasn't played since in over a month.
Has to be a step up your game.
I know, right? Come on now.
So I don't know if this was a Hut Rival game or not. I don't remember if these were Hut Rival games or not.
What would it have been?
They gotta be Hut Rival games because.
Oh, maybe Hut Channel, maybe.
Because I have my 3 comp season games.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way.
Right, it doesn't tell you what game mode you played.
Yeah, well, I don't think you can, and I can make that. I'll make that suggestion. Because I agree. I think that's silly. The last thing I wanted to, I had on my list was about the squad battles. So Juju Smith-Schuster, Scoopster, cool jerseys. They're home jerseys. So now you're playing a light pink versus a white jersey, and it all looks the same.
Which that messed me up so much when I played that game.
Yep.
That pink jersey, especially kind of because you got the pink with the black stripes, and me rocking the Bruins white with the black stripes. The jerseys looked so similar on screen. It was throwing me off.
And you know everyone's going to use those.
Everyone's going to use them.
So that's going to just make things unpleasant for a few weeks. But looking at his team, I always like looking at like
to see who people have on it. Yeah.
Because like I remember Tuukka had a bunch of like Bruins and like Finnish players.
Yeah.
He just has all Penguins players because he plays for Pittsburgh.
Right.
But I just think it's hilarious how it's like Luc Robitaille is his starting left wing, and then Lemieux is his like second line left wing. He's got 83 Patrick Hornquist starting above Marcel Dion and Yari Curry. Then whatever reason he's got like a primetime like Zach Aston Reese. I don't know this person. for his like fourth line.
It must be
and,
like one of his buddies or something.
And then he's got like Marcus Pettersson above a 77 above Dumoulin and Jack Johnson. And then his other defense is PK Subban. And then Letang, what is it, Fantasy Letang? Like so random. And then like Rob Blake, who's like an LA alumni.
Good old Robbie Blake.
And he's got like retro Matt Murray. So like it's just always funny like when you like see people like he probably watches hockey, but he doesn't play Hut like we do, like, you know, every day. So it's right. What's it all matter? But it's funny when you see like, I don't know, being on the inside when you see someone build a team like that. I like it. I like it. I think it's I think it's really cool that to get them involved in that type of thing. But have you noticed the 3 people they've invited? I forget the third one. Juju got a concussion, right? He got knocked against the Browns, right? Therian got hurt, I think a hamstring or something. Who was last week's? He's a tight end from Minnesota. And then the third person, who is it? Do you remember?
It's Kyle Lowry is the third one. He's a basketball
Isn't he
player.
hurt?
I have no idea.
Kyle Lowry, I think, is hurt. I'm gonna look this up now. Kyle Lowry injury.
He broke his finger.
He's out 2 weeks with fractured thumb. So they picked 3 athletes skating around in their little video they put on Twitter, and all of them are hurt.
That's funny.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, what? You can't ask another athlete to be on this because that's like the kiss of death. Right. It's the new Madden curse.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jess?
So
it is. It's just like the Madden cover. It's unreal.
So we had Adam Thielen, wide receiver of the Minnesota Vikings, not tight end.
Oh, I don't watch a lot of Vikings games. Sorry.
He was week 1. This week was Schuster, so next week is probably gonna be Kyle Lowry, and you're gonna see his squad battle team up next week. If I had to guess, because they did the first 2, I would assume he would be the next on the list.
Exactly. So he'll probably be up next. I'm just trying to see like what's his injury.
Kyle Lowry? We just said broken finger. Adam Thielen is a hamstring.
And hamstring. Okay, so it is hamstring.
And Juju was concussion.
It's just ridiculous. So yeah, that was like the last piece. I noticed that when I was looking at the team and the jerseys and everything, but then like, he got knocked during a hit.
To be fair, Thielen had the hamstring injury before they released it on NHL.
But the fact that the other 2, like, that's wild. Makes me nervous. Like, if there's like a content creator who's like next, I don't want them to like fall out of bed and like, hurt their knee or something.
I mean, saying it, if those were hockey injuries, those guys would still be playing.
The concussion, you can't. If it's a knee, I mean, yeah, Campbell, like, Campbell played through a broken leg.
Yeah,
fine.
Gregory Campbell played with a broken leg.
And the thumb, they would just cut, like, tie it to their like other finger, or like worst case, just like cut it off.
Steven Stamkos took a puck to the face. You can't tell me, and he came back out on the ice. Taking a puck to the face, you're most likely going to have a concussion from that.
Yep.
So, I mean, come on, like.
That's a good point. There's some where they have like jacked up teeth and it's like even worse.
I've played hockey with a broken finger in high school, so I know you could play with a broken finger. So just saying hockey is just a better sport. So
I think you're right about that. That's 100% true. Or, the concussion one's a little iffy because like there's a league protocol, but like it's
yes.
If it happened during a game and they could play it off, I agree. Like they'll want to play through it. There's Paul Bissonnette was interviewed because he does the Spitting Chicklets podcast.
Nasty.
He's so funny.
Biz Nasty, come on.
Yeah, can we get Bissonnette to hang out?
Can we get and that pigeon Ryan Whitney?
Send us some Pink Whitney, please. I'll send you my mailing box. But so he asked, could LeBron, talking about like other sports being tougher, could
I saw
LeBron
that on ATI.
fight anyone in the NHL like on the ice? And he was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, there are definitely people he could beat up, Like, and he mentioned Johnny Gaudreau.
Who's like the smallest player in the NHL.
He's so tiny. But he said, I don't know, he's on skates, so it might be an advantage. He goes, whatever, even if Gaudreau has the edge, he's not going to do any damage with those muffin punches. I was like, that's such a good way to put it, just muffin punches.
Johnny
Carlson played with a fractured foot. LeBron versus Gaudreau, can we make that happen like KSI, Logan Paul?
Taco Tuesday versus ham and cheese.
Oh my gosh, the Taco Tuesday thing. Oh, he's such a good athlete, but like he's not my kind of player. He's so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's everything that's all my notes about Hut. Was there anything that you that we didn't go over that you wanted to bring up?
I'm trying to think. We went over the goalies, how they're useless. Spit take, yes. All right, we're done. That's it.
All right, that was ridiculous. I didn't expect
that. So we got the comp seasons, and we got rivals, squad battles. I mean, just play your games, I guess. Anybody got any questions? If you have any questions in the chat, feel free to ask.
Yeah, I know we've been trying to answer them, but yeah, if anyone has any questions, just bring them up.
Is there anything we've kind of might have skipped over that you guys would like to? Why is the passing so bad? Because you're not aiming properly.
I was gonna say that because you're not aiming at the player you want to pass to. Sorry, Deacon, we're just messing with you.
So the thing I've kind of realized more with the passing is you really need to more aim with your right analog stick than kind of aiming with your left. You kind of like the way the puck is positioned on the guy's stick is going to be your higher chance of making that. Because I know in previous games you could aim with the left analog stick of where you wanted to pass it and it would kind of pass that way. But if the guy's holding his stick straight out ahead of you and you're trying to pass it to the left, you're kind of getting more of a backhanded pass and you're not getting that like true, like that real, oomph behind it. If you pull it to your forehand and then pass it up, you're going to get a more direct line pass. Like they are trying to make it more realistic. They're trying to make it so you are more utilizing the skill stick, whether you're using the hybrid controls or the skill stick controls, like
hybrid
skill stick,
hybrid degenerates for life.
Skill stick, that just means you have more skill.
Sure. But on that, like, there's also isn't there an assist? And I see a lot of people use it where you can see like where it's gonna go. It's like a blue outline.
Yeah, if you have the training wheel still on, yeah, you can use that.
Well, that's the only one. So that I don't use them because I think it's annoying. But that
I hate them.
The offsides one. The offsides one I think is useful because the offsides in this game, like the fact that like your players can get stuck, like just trying to run past another one, and then it's just. But those two I think are useful. The rest of them, I feel like it just gets in the way.
No, I agree. That's my. So I was talking to an old buddy about this last night. My biggest like kind of gripe with the game right now is situational awareness by the AI. That's my biggest thing. Is like I feel like the AI isn't really adapting to how the play is developing. I don't know if you're kind of on the same page as that. Like,
I think that's fair. There's some times where I go to do a one-timer and they're not there. And it's like, why would you pass your like center who's higher than the person who should be the one-timer?
Yeah, or even like,
or who's behind the play. I use incorrect terminology because I don't play.
Like my biggest thing I've noticed a lot is, say you're killing a penalty and you kill the penalty and the guy's coming out of the box.
Yes.
And then just beeline it to the bench and the play is coming back into them. Like, just join the play, get the puck out, and then go for the line change.
Or you pass to someone and they're going for a shift change. Like in real hockey, they would stay on the ice and like make the play.
Right.
But in this, they complete the animation. And I understand that because that's very challenging logic, at least with like the hardware and like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think they're using like whatever engine they're using, but like it happens. Well, to me, it happens a lot, but because I go up the sides because I'm an idiot. But
that's just a smart play. His using the boards, not, I mean, If you talk to any like hockey coach, never put the puck up the middle. That's the first thing you'll learn.
Look at that, everyone who judges me in my channel. I'm doing the right thing.
Trust me, I played defense my entire life. Every time I put the puck up the middle, I heard it. My ears were bleeding by the reaming I got yelled. You know, like trust me.
That was the last day Big Country ever passed a puck through the middle of the ice.
Huh?
Oh man, the good question though, Deacon. I mean, it's one of those things where even though it might be challenging, it's challenging for everyone. Like, I'm glad you brought it up because you can just hear, like, that's why me and Big Country is sharing like our concerns, our experience with it. So at least you're not the only one, and it's just something that you're going to have to adjust the way you play. And it's like that for anything. I mean, even if your experience might be like doesn't match up with what you think should happen, it's the same for everybody else. Yeah. And that's kind of part of the challenge. I know, this is as authentic as they can make it, or whether it's a time constraint, technology constraint, but as long as everyone has that same experience, like, I think that's a fair game, and that's like what we're looking for. And I think last year that wasn't the case.
Yeah. And I think too is like big thing I need to be better with it myself is mess around with the strategies a little more to kind of find what is going to fit your game. And not even just like the behind the net, crash the net, like overloads. Go actually into the strategy settings and change your sliders like for each line. Because you got like the trap and was it like the trap and forecheck, or the forecheck and hold the line for like the defense.
Yep.
Like kind of mess around with that, kind of see what like you're seeing your AI do. That's gonna benefit the way you play. Like I literally just off stream yesterday redid my entire strats because what I was using isn't working with the players that I'm using now. So that's the other thing too, is like we're starting to get more cards. These players are playing differently than how your other cards are. They might be a little more faster, a little bit bigger. They hold the puck a little bit better. You got to be willing to continuously adapt with the game. If you get stuck in your old ways or your set ways from day one, you're going to fall behind going forward throughout the year. While the people who are more advanced, like your John Waynes and your Nuclears and your Nashers and No Sleeves.
And your WabbaPlays.
Your WabbaPlays and your Big Countries. You see like they're adapt with the game and they continue to like grow with it. Like that was like one of the biggest things, like just talking to John Wayne last year when he was on his run, and he was just like learn to adapt with the game. If you just get mad at it, you're going to put yourself behind and you're going to get stuck into these systems and ruts that like aren't going to help you where it helped you day one. Because the cards are different. You're playing with different players. Like the name might be the same on the back of the jersey, but that guy's base card to his primetime card are completely different. They got different strats, different synergies. So it's like, that's another thing that I personally need to do better with myself. And just like continuously trying to grow with it. So
I think that's a really good point.
If I could give you guys any advice from a small time streamer.
Here we go. that one's free. The next piece of advice will cost you.
Yeah.
Approximately $4.99. Any other things you want to bring up before
I think
we sign off?
I think we covered pretty much everything this week. We had a couple of weeks to catch up on. Auction house. What do you want to know about the auction house, Deacon?
Deacom's all about the stonks. He made 13,000 into 70,000 by buying and selling a certain card. I'm not going to give it away, but I mean, he's still making money.
If you got the time to do it, do it. I mean, Mariners.
Oh, he gave it up. Okay, there you go, Deacon. All Mariners are going to be up in price now. You had some insider trading. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Okay, well, everyone can.
So go
try to get Marner.
Go buy Mitchell Marner. Oh, that was where I lost my train of thought, and now it came back. And we were talking about the untradables.
Yep.
So if you get untradeable cards, because this same exact thing just happened to me. I pulled the Nathan McKinnon base card.
Mm-hmm.
I had his tradable, so I put the untradeable into my lineup and I sold the tradable. So make sure if you have a duplicate of cards and one is tradable, one's untradeable, take the untradeable, put it in your lineup, sell the tradable.
Yep. F the stats. Just just worry about making the money while you can.
It's that at that point, it's the same exact card. The stats are what are. Who really goes back and look at the stats?
I do.
Do you?
But
I mean, but do you look at the stats of every card, or do you look at the ones that you actually put effort into getting?
Yeah, the ones I like. The ones I like.
Right, like you're gonna look at your Gretzky, you're gonna look at your Lemieux, you're gonna look, but you're not gonna look at your base McKinnon, your base Bergeron to see like how many, what points they got. Like
exactly, because they're gone.
Like I'll look at I'll look at my prime time like Draisaitl, like see what his stats are. But like your base cards, you're not really gonna go look at the stats. So that's where you really want to be able to kind of work it that way.
Agreed.
So that was my train of thought that I completely blanked and it came back to me.
I'm glad that. I think that's a good tip.
So,
hashtag stonks. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up today's episode then.
Yes, I agree.
I think we covered a lot. So the next episode we're gonna record next week, episode 11, and that's gonna cover whatever the new event is. We think it's gonna be Thanksgiving something. Was last year.
Yeah, gonna be probably it's gotta be along either Thanksgiving or Movember. It's gonna be one of the two.
Movember would be fun.
American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's American Thanksgiving. I forgot it. Like it's a half Canadian sport, and like it's about you have a bunch of Canadians playing for American Thanksgiving cards.
And what's funny is like the head the head developer is Canadian.
Yeah, it's Vancouver.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I totally forgot about that. I remember last year. It's like, oh, you can get a gourd and a leaf, and it was like, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, so hopefully it'll be Movember. What's up, Nick? So we'll record. We'll talk about all the new content that came in there. Oh, that was my phone that just fell. I was like, what just fell? What did I knock over? But everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Again, please make sure when we do these live, me and Big Country will tweet out about it. I'm at WabbaPlays. You're at Big_Country7914.
Yep.
So make sure to check that out. And we'll have our go live tweets then. I don't think we can do a set schedule just because of how things are.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming up to the holidays, we're both
exactly.
We're both gonna be so busy.
It's tough with the baby. So
yeah, I mean,
who knows?
So,
but if people want to check out more Big Country, where can they find you?
Right here on this channel, twitch.tv, BigCountry7914. So if you guys are in here now, you guys already know this, but if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks,
Yes,
Deacon.
please.
Please
subscribe. We want to get to 100 so we can get that custom URL because that's important for branding. I know that sounds lame and silly, but
it'll help us.
It will.
If you guys, we're going to say this every week. If there's anybody you guys want to see be a guest on this podcast, tag them in a post with our names.
Yes.
Just be like Nasher, HutHeads, Big Country, WabbaPlays. Just like simple as that. We'll reach out to them and be like, hey, I know you don't know us, but I beat you once.
Well, I mean, because we had a Slayer on, we've had a UG Dynasty, two awesome content creators who have been very supportive of us and the NHL community. So if there's anybody you want to see, let us know. We'd love to have another voice on the videos.
Yeah, and definitely just get somebody who has a different kind of point of view of what we're seeing. So I mean, sometimes. I feel like me and Wabba kind of have very similar plays, so we kind of have the same like avenues that we go down. It would be nice to kind of see somebody who's on like a different spectrum than us.
Exactly.
So definitely reach out.
Where else can they find you for more Big Country?
So Instagram and Twitter, both Big_Country7914. I've been trying to post some like little highlight videos, some
and if you want to see wedding photos,
wedding
Big
photos,
wedding, check it out.
I did post my my wedding photos on there. So if you want to see me all cleaned up and look like a stud, go over check that out.
And if you want to see the opposite of that, check out Twitter.
Or you can go to Twitch and see me all scrubbed out in my Bruins sweatshirt and Bruins hat with my Bruins jerseys
and if you want to hang out with me, I'm twitch.tv/WabbaPlays. I stream every afternoon except Tuesday. Very active on Twitter at WabbaPlays, WabbaPlays on Instagram, and also my YouTube, which hopefully some more videos coming soon. Now that I'm not sick, I can actually edit.
Yep.
I hope to see you guys all soon. Remember, don't trust stairs; they're always up to something. Thanks, Jess.
Yep.
And
unless you're going down.
and we will talk to you all soon. Thank you for joining us.
See you all next week.
And go Bruins.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Pasta.
Go Bees.